Good morning, everybody from Hanoi, Vietnam. Today we're going on a city tour to two museums, Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum, and he was, I guess, a very well-known personality here, but they named a whole city after him in South Vietnam. So we're going to go see that, and it's raining out. Everybody's dressed in their rain gear, so I guess we'll just deal with that today. It's kind of pleasant, actually. Kind of pleasant out here. Yesterday on the tours, I posted it for just a few minutes, but I didn't want to really keep it up online because that tour, there were some issues with the tour, and basically we just saw two old temples in the old capital of Vietnam, and we took a riverboat, 2-hour riverboat cruise. But that was about it yesterday. So anyway, there were some issues with that. It took all of my space on my phone, so I couldn't use my phone anymore, and so I'm without internet service too now because of that. But I had to delete the whole thing, and basically it's probably not that important. So at any rate, yeah, we'll keep you posted and show you what the tour is like when we get on it. Well, this is Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. We can't take any videos inside, so this will be the last we'll see of it. That's a swastika. Beautiful statue of Lord Buddha, I guess. Pretty. Yeah, this is Ho Chi Minh's temple. It's raining pretty hard today. We're right outside the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum in Hanoi. We're doing the city tour. There's our beautiful tour guide over here, Candy. Her name's Candy. And we're just waiting for our tour van to pick us back up. But the rain's coming down pretty good, so it's nice and cool. So today's a lucky day on the Chinese lunar calendar, and so it's like there's a lot of weddings that they hold today, and it's still raining really hard. It's coming down quite heavily. Yeah, I'll show you. This is Hanoi, Vietnam, and it's raining really hard. So you can see it coming down like in buckets. Still not as hard as India in the monsoon season though. In the monsoon season in India, it just pours down. You can't even see it's 5 feet ahead of you. Everybody's in their rain gear for their motorcycles. They're in their rain gear. This gentleman has a big red mark on his face. Probably a birthmark or something. At any rate, let's see. Yesterday I saw something really unusual on the riverboat tour, and I was going to put it on the videos, but I didn't. The video was just too long yesterday, so I didn't put it up on YouTube. But these people, the people rowing the boats yesterday, they were using their feet. They were using their feet instead of their hands to grab the oars and row the boats. They were sitting backwards and using their feet to, their bare feet or socks feet to row the boat, And it was a 2-hour boat ride. I mean, I kind of felt sorry for them because they were rowing for 2 hours. But yesterday was uneventful. Went to 2 temples and did the boat trip, and then took a bike ride for 30 minutes. It was all pretty much uneventful, so I didn't really think anyone would be that interested in it for 2 hours. So anyway, we'll keep you posted on what's going on today. This is the Museum of Ethnology.
Actually, they have two names. One is a Viet person, one is a King person. I am a King person. King person and Viet person is the same. Yeah. It is a mainly the person in the Vietnam. Some people in the mountain, they have it is an old traditional, the black tea. When you move this boat, it's not the same the earthquake under the land for the people pass away. Yeah, really not good for them. So don't move this boat. Yeah. When I a little kid, my mom always tell me to clean the altar. So I really scared that. So I just clean like this. In here until dirty because I scared. Don't move this. Yeah. Just wait for the people pass away in my country, in the family. Yeah. And in here, you see the people in here. In the past, Vietnamese people, or most people in here, we work in the farm. We are the farmer. So in the farmer, we will use that to cut. We use the buffalo skin hair that is belongs to the old traditional. What about the show really promoted to do that? When you take back a what about the show, you can see how the people living in the past in the Vietnam. They can give that a bowl of the water, control that of the water under the water. They control that. That is what about the show. Yeah, it's old traditional in Vietnam. And you can know in Vietnam because we spend a lot of time in the war. Indian religion is mixed between Buddha in the south.
Historical things in the Ethnology Museum. Then you have, oh, that's interesting. You got the swastika up here. Right there you got the swastika. Yeah, just like Indian culture. Just kind of zip through all this area. So here's some Vietnamese clothing, which is quite interesting. They have the long flowing dresses, and they like to put the colorful scarf on their head. I do like the way they dress. It's pretty cool. Pretty unusual and colorful. So I like the way they dress, that's for sure. Or the way the villagers dressed in the past. Oh, and then you can see, I mean, really colorful clothing. You know, quite amazing. Look, a monster. Like a monster. Oh, no, I just forgot that. I see.
Stay away from the society.
Oh, that's cool. Beautiful. Oh, this is a village, I guess, a village life in Vietnam. Wow, they got some really neat looking clothes. And the fabrics are really, really decorative and made out of silk and stuff. It's not cheap clothing like you would buy at a department store in where I live. Let's go out to the balcony. It's kind of crowded in here. Let's see what we got out here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We got all these trees out here. We got all these trees. A nice, beautiful garden. Yes. There's a dragon or some sort. Or a Garuda. Quite nice. Just depicting local life in the villages here at this Ethnicity Museum. And this is a dragon, I guess, they use for festivals. Now that's an outfit there, let me tell you. Wow. Oh, those are, I guess they have the Muslim faith here too. Time after time. Anything out here or no? No, just trees? Trees. Okay, we got a lot of trees. Alright, we got that. Trees. I like these colors though. Let's get a better look at these colors. Look how colorful these are. I mean, wow. Look at that color. Jeez. That is just fantastic. Wish they make clothes like that in where I live. Oh, look at that. Look at those colors. Jesus. Now they know how to, what the styles are. Or some of them are just all black. Like that one. But anyway. We got the elephant man sitting on the elephant. Yeah. Okay. We got this. Mostly just cultural artifacts. I think I've seen everything. Pretty much done. Alright, so we're gonna go to lunch now. And apparently they have elephants in Vietnam. And I know they had them in Thailand and India, but I guess they got elephants in Vietnam too. So apparently a lot of elephants. Oh, this is showing where the elephants are in Vietnam. In case you're interested. This is where the South Vietnam has the elephants. There, and also near the border of Cambodia. Anyway, here's the Museum of Ethnicity. Showing all the tribes of Vietnam. So many different ones. I guess China was in control of Vietnam for 1,000 years, is what our tour guide Candy was telling us. And then the French came in for 100 years and took over and took it from China. And then I guess they tried to take it from China. And then Americans apparently tried to come in and take it from North Vietnam, but they finally liberated their country after what, 1,100 years or so. Yeah. So that's the story about Vietnam. The mausoleum. Let's see, what did I think of the mausoleum? Oh, I don't know. Ho Chi Minh was on display. They won't let you take pictures, of course. But Ho Chi Minh's physical body was on display. And he's the one who gave Vietnam their freedom. So I suppose it's just like Mahatma Gandhi that gave India their freedom. So I guess it's the same kind of situation. But Vietnam fought for their freedom, and by using violence to combat violence. And India used a peaceful approach, although there was a lot of violence involved as well. I think violence, when they liberate the countries, violence is always used, even though it's downplayed. The reality is that violence is the only thing that oppressors understand, because they're violent. And you can't be nice and say, please, can you give us back what we own, because they won't do it. So I think violence is the only thing that people that want to subjugate you understand. So good things can happen through violent actions, I guess. Although I would rather be nonviolent. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. I just realized what I also really hate about Vietnam. One of the people was asking me, what do I dislike about Vietnam? What I dislike about Vietnam are the mosquitoes. What I dislike about Vietnam are the chairs. The chairs at all restaurants, at all hotels, they're really short to the ground, so you're really, and the tables at a restaurant, let me show you. I mean, it's really annoying to me because you can't sit with your legs under the table. The tables are like really low to the ground. Another thing I dislike is all the plastic chairs that they use here to sit on. If you want to know the truth, I mean, it's like they're little, like they're little Target or Kmart chairs for children, and everybody's sitting on them, and it's like I don't know, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I mean, I don't like that. But let me show you this table, what I'm talking about. It's not just complaining for no reason. It's there's a reality to it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here's another thing I really dislike is the sugar. The sugar here. They always serve you the sugar, and people will take the spoon with the sugar and they're gonna put it in their coffee and then mix it up, and it's like a mushy kind of mix that they reserve to everybody. I don't think that's really hygienic, but I don't like that either. But look at this. You see the tables? See, I can't get under the table. If I put, there's my knee on the table. See that? Okay, so the tables are really low, and the chairs, if you notice on the other side, they're really low. So I'm sitting here. I can't even get close to the table to drink coffee properly. So that's one thing I don't like. But anyway, if you want to know what I don't like, these are some of the things I don't like. Okay, here's another thing. When you ask for milk, okay, this is milk. Is this milk? This is supposed to be milk, but it's either condensed milk or something. But I know it's not milk. When I poured it out into my cup, it looks like something abominable. Oh, speaking of that, I went to a restaurant last night, and all my food's been really good here. But I went to a restaurant last night, and they tried to serve me the nastiest thing I've ever had in my life. This food smelled like dog poo. The food smelled like dog poo, and I swear to God, I accidentally took a bite of it, and that was in my nose for like 4 hours, that smell. Hello. Hi. Are we leaving? Oh, we're leaving. Are we leaving?